But they're talking to her. And I saw her going over her immunization. So I'm like, oh, they're gonna take a while.
You can stay here if you need a good
I'll look there when I'm done with this. I know, I'm thinking about
ACE again.
yes.
Me too.
You too? Oh my
Because
God,
it's easier.
we are obsessed.
I know. He didn't email me anything. He said he's gonna email me.
I was-
The
I was
discounted
thinking about,
rate. He said it extends to students too.
my gosh, you guys, we get discounted at ACE.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What do you?
Oh, you
All
didn't come.
do you all you can eat?
You
Oh.
didn't come with
I
us.
was thinking. It's hardware store. Yeah, I'm like, oh, for real? Okay.
That's fine. That's funny. The other day with my family, I was like, I gotta go to the nail store, and they thought like literal nails and a hammer. Like a nail store, people. Why would I need to buy nails? I was watching a sad dog commercial.
That was just.
A sad dog TikTok.
Joe's got 2 kids on us.
Yay, my car will be ready today about 2 p.m.
Yay! No more small car.
Covered by the warranty. You didn't have to spend any.
No.
Yay! Finally.
I gotta make mine last. The cost?
Kind of better.
Oh, I said it.
The worst car I've ever had so far.
No, I got the worst part. Nissan, the CPhT. The transmission. Had to put two.
4 minutes.
Two batteries. Air conditioner. My fuel tank thing. Bad. Leaking bad.
That's right, that's
Yes.
So,
I love math.
You will, especially this one. Watch. You're gonna do it over and over and over again.
One more. The last longer than that. You make it a class. You are getting the tires. You go to. I think the brakes, I think.
Did you bring this Kleenex this day?
Yes, I found some, so I was like, I'm taking it. I put 2. One was here too.
I think I needed it.
I did.
Oh. I was like, where's someone stole
Yeah,
one?
because my allergies always in the morning. Yeah.
I was
So
like,
it worked. It's
I'm
helpful.
going to get this. It's a treat, my present to you. No, I'm just kidding. It's a treat.
Thank you. They'll save me.
I was thinking of Miss Al and Kathy.
Always in the morning. You were thinking of us.
I'll be shredding my nose up, but it's because I don't want to walk all the way to the bathroom.
You know, my dad told me where everything is. He said, just go in the closet back there. Just get whatever you
Woohoo!
need.
We got
Okay.
it.
All right. See, without him, I would never know where all these
Right.
supplies exist.
Oh, yeah, I'm like,
2 minutes.
where we would get tissues from.
Yeah, me too.
Justin, I had a
I
coffee.
had a soft engine.
Yes.
How many does not let us know this?
You know where you go for that, for more of those? Miss McGinnis. You got to go see her. She has the whole thing right there.
I'll just
She'll probably tell you just take one. She tells me take as much as you want.
I always take one too.
I think it's too strong for other people. I said I'm going to get 4 because some of my students like it.
So you get muted though.
They're so good.
I know. I like strong coffee.
But chocolate smell is like it's gonna crack your face or something. I'm like, no. He does not like that smell.
This is too strong.
It smells like,
Maria,
it smells like poop to him.
Maria came here and she said, I love that. Yeah.
Oh, Maria, our student, our financial aid.
Financial aid.
It looks like, it looks like we're a Mexican restaurant to have margaritas. Yeah, doesn't it? Like
They
when you're
always
walking,
think it's custom. I said, no, Jaylene got that from Amazon. It's not custom.
when you're walking, that's what I think. Like, oh,
Sideways, right?
margaritas in there.
Right. The sign for margaritas. Okay.
I like Mexican restaurants and to ever eat. Let's go have a Mexican restaurant.
Okay, let's start. Where's Calvin?
We late.
Yes.
Oh, he late.
Yes.
Did he get food?
He always gets food. He's probably
And he said he was gonna cut down on that.
Right? He cut down on the gym membership,
It's
but
the line. More traffic.
he had 2 gym memberships. Oh, you weren't here for that.
No, he told me he what is it?
Canceled.
On LBAC,
I
right?
think so. He kept it EOS.
Bro, you right.
Okay, good morning, pharmacy.
Morning.
Let's do what Kai was doing.
I love that.
Okay, Kai will start it. Okay. What was she doing during break?
Affirmation.
Affirmation, she said. What were you saying?
I love that.
I love math. Yeah, she was conditioning herself before the class started. Okay, I love math. I love math. She said, I love math. I love math. Right? You gotta condition yourself. Stop it! There's a reason why I'm on that side. No, he shows that. I did what do you call that? Extradite him. Okay, so we have to condition ourselves to love math. It's a math heavy program. And today we have one of the most dangerous calculations
Yes.
that we are going to use in math. It's still conversions and everything is metric, but if you remember Alyssa Shin from Summerlin Hospital, okay, she was injected milligrams of zinc instead of micrograms of zinc. And that's how much overdose. 1,000 times overdose. So she died. Okay, so that's this topic. Kilograms to grams, grams to milligrams, milligrams to micrograms. I'm using abbreviations, but we have rules, a couple of rules. And I'll talk about it in a little bit. Okay? They're all in metric. Okay, they're all in metric, so it's not a conversion of household to metric. All of this are in metric. Okay? And there are prefixes in math that we need to learn because they mean something. And if you hear it, you can calculate them based on these prefixes. Remember your King Henry died? Oh, I didn't have it written. Okay, what's our acronym? King Henry died drinking chocolate milk.
And like
What is NPV? Oh, wait.
Oh, I lost a milli. That's why.
MNC now? You didn't use it.
chocolate milk.
King Henry died drinking chocolate milk at McDonald's. That's what my student said. What did your teacher say? The same? Okay. Kilo for the K. Okay. Hecto, deca. Everything on top of the unit is a whole number. Everything below the unit is less than 1. Are you following? Okay. The most common ones that we use in pharmacy or medicine are the following. Kilo. What else?
Unit.
Centi.
Milli.
And micro. So your unit in this case is grams. It can be meters, kilometer, hectometer, decameter, decimeter, centimeter, millimeter, micrometer, and so on and so forth. In this case, it's grams. A couple of things, especially for freshmen, some reminders. Grams may be abbreviated as follows. Capital G, lowercase g, capital GM, lowercase gm. Okay? In the PTCE, usually use GM. And I remember I wasn't teaching pharmacy calculations at CS, and back in the day it was a different instructor, and the students were asking me, what's GM? I said, it's grams too. Showed up on our PTCE. Okay? So this is the abbreviation. Kilo is how much?
1,000.
Times 1,000. Hecto is? 100. Deca is? Now we go deci is? 1 times 10 raised to minus 1, or in decimal, 0.1. Centi would be? Or 0.01. Okay. Milli would be 1 times
10 to the power of 3.
or 0.001. Tenths, hundredths, thousands. What about micro?
1 times 10 to the power of -4. No. That's where it jumps. G.
Oh, that's 5.
Oh, 5.
What? See how dangerous this is?
But those 3. I don't know.
It becomes 6.
6.
So this is why milli and micro is dangerous. Okay? One of the reasons why it's dangerous. Why? It's not 4. It's actually 0.1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You remember? Alicization was given milligrams of zinc instead of micrograms of zinc. This is how dangerous that is. 1,000 times overdose. Your nano would be, what do you think nano is? So how many zeros? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pico would be 12. How many zeros? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. See that? Very, very dangerous. Flip-flopping micro and milli. A couple of reminders. First of them.
Bless you.
Thank you. Okay. Do not forget the leading 0 on any number that you write. That's why even if it was tiring, I still put it. We follow this rule in the practice of pharmacy and medicine as well as in your hospitals or retail stores. Okay? Why is that important? Our brain is not programmed to look for a decimal point before a whole number. So this tells our brain, hey, it's not even a whole number. It's not 1. Okay? Do not forget the leading zero, but drop the trailing zero. So if your answer is 100, do not do 100.0. Our brain is not programmed to look for a decimal point after a whole number. That's one of the first reminders that do not use. Another thing, MG and MCG should not be used. What should be done?
Write it out.
Write it out. So it has to be milligrams written out and micrograms written out. You following? Fun fact, back in the day, we used this symbol and then the G. This is the mu symbol. If you're going to look at it, what do you think this is? Milligrams or micrograms?
Milligrams.
It's actually micrograms. So we also avoid using the mu sign now. Are you following? So these words have to be spelled out. Back in the day, when they started applying this rule, they hired people like software engineers and they set up systems in hospitals. The doctors are required to type in the prescriptions. Okay? And if they don't want to follow that rule, they can leave. They can leave. They won't be part of the hospital anymore. So a nurse has a right to say, hey, doctor, come back and type it out to prevent medication errors. Okay? Or the doctor can tell the nurse and the nurse can put it in. But we follow these rules. Is that clear? Okay. One of the things I don't like is multiplying and dividing. Like Ty said, it's not foolproof. There are two ways you can use. One is ratio and proportion, and the other one is dimensional analysis, especially with conversion. Why? I don't want you multiplying when you have to divide, and I don't want you dividing when you have to multiply. Dangerous mistake. What happens when you multiply when you're supposed to divide? Overdose. What happens when you divide when you're supposed to multiply? Underdose. Your underdose is just as bad as overdose, especially on drugs like antibiotics. Just to clean the bacteria. Till you come back in mutated form, stronger. That's why we have superbugs. Okay? So stop multiplying and stop dividing. On this topic, you will see on my test paper when I used to take tests, in a box, I write 3 conversions. 1 kilogram is 1,000 grams. Of course, abbreviation is okay because it's my notes. 1 gram is 1,000 milligrams, and 1 milligram is 1,000 micrograms. You put that in the box in the corner of my test paper. And this is what I'll use. Okay, to use dimensional analysis or ratio and proportion if you're more comfortable with that. Okay, because those 2 ways are foolproof. You're not guessing whether to multiply or divide. Back in the day, I would put here times 1,000, times 1,000, times 1,000. And then at the bottom, divided by 1,000, divided by 1,000, divided by 1,000. It works if you draw the train, right? So a kilogram to milligram would be a kilogram to milligram would be, so there'll be how many zeros? 6, 1 million. If I'm to convert a kilogram to micrograms, it'll be 9 zeros, right? It's still confusing. That's why I said just ditch it and stick with this and use ratio and proportion, okay? Because some people still get confused with this. That's why I said ditch the multiplication and division altogether. Use ratio and proportion. Use this, okay? Never, man, never ever ask a woman's weight. Is it true? Okay. So let's say we have to convert 2,000 grams to kilograms using this. Yeah. Who knows dimensional analysis? No one. Okay, you learn it in chemistry. I didn't learn it in chemistry, but students told me they learned it in chemistry. That's what I'm saying. Learn it in chemistry. So we'll do ratio and proportion. One of my pharmacy professors said, there's not a single problem in pharmacy that you cannot solve using ratio and proportion. And to this day, she's right. She's one of my favorite professors. And that's why I did alligation, ratio, and proportion way, because I wanted her to be right. Okay. So 2,000 grams to kilograms. Using the box, 1 kilogram, ratio and proportion is 1,000 grams. What's my proportion? X kilograms is to 2,000 grams. You see how this is going to be useful? Okay. Then you cross multiply. Then you can stop there. If you want to, you just validated that you have to divide. Foolproof, right? Instead of multiplying or dividing. So now you know that you have to divide. And the answer is? Huh? 2. Do I put 2.0? No. Drop the trailing 0. Is that clear? Back in the day, I would just do this. And I'll look, 1, 2, 3, and then I'll write 2. I'm not going to teach you move decimal places as well. It's just as bad as multiplication and division. Same problem, right? You have to be really, really strong. So if I were you, foolproof, ratio and proportion. Dimensional analysis, just so you know, this is used by your pharmacists all the time, chemists. You just do this 1 kilogram. Yes. 1,000. Oh, what was it given? 2,000 grams. I'm sorry. So we do 2,000 grams. Dimensional analysis is this way. 1,000 grams is 1 kilogram. It just validated that I have to divide as well. Same exact answer. Okay. 5 kilograms. 2 milligrams. Rainey said 2 steps, 2 jumps. So what's the answer? 5 million, correct. Rainey knows how to use a train. He said 2 steps, 2 jumps, kilograms, 2 milligrams, 1, 2. 5 million. So I'm not going to correct it. Are you following me? But what's foolproof? Ratio and proportion. Let's do some in-class work and let's see. You will have a homework on this topic. What does it do?
Next time we see you.
And that is when?
Friday.
Rainey's birthday.
Well, technically it's early for not Saturday.
Your birthday is really on Saturday?
Like,
So you're really the 9th. Oh, 8th is a Saturday. Oh, shockers. Sorry.
We gotta, let's make a menu so we each bring something.
Yes. So Rainey said, and I think it's a great idea, Miss Jen, and I think it's a great idea, a nacho bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's going to bring jalapeno, a jar of jalapeno. Miss J and I will discuss who's going to get from Sam's Club the big can of nacho cheese.
I'll make
Yeah, we'll just have to bring the crock pot.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
and
make
pour it
beef
in there.
And taco seasoning. I can
Beef.
do that.
What else? Who's going to bring the nachos? Chips.
I have
Chips.
the nacho sauce at home.
Oh, you have the cheese, but we wanted.
We like
Yeah.
we like what we like.
Yeah.
It's
Sorry.
good. The cheese is so good. That's why.
It's the big gallon, so I'm not sure.
I got that
if you
from
guys want
Sam's
that.
Club.
I see every time I go to Sam's, I'm like, oh, that's the
Yeah.
one. That sounds
There are
good.
2 types. I think I got the red, right? I got the red one. Red can.
What
Big can.
about those chocolate things when you put the marshmallows and you dip in chocolate?
Fondue.
Fondue, yeah.
Hang on. We're doing nachos.
Yeah, we talking about.
He wants dessert. Okay, so who's gonna bring chips?
Well,
Yeah,
no,
we
well,
can
no,
have as
both
many
of you
chips
bring
as
chips.
both of you bring chips.
Can it be like the restaurant style? You know what
The Dorito cup or the circle?
like
Different ones, okay.
like Juanitos.
Tostitos.
Which one was it?
It's okay, just get whatever.
Just get whatever.
Whatever.
Right.
No, not
Sam's
the-
Club has it too, like
not
the
the
boxes,
Doritos.
yeah. Big boxes. But I think you guys can come up with something better than that.
So do we need to write this or you guys got it?
I
Drinks.
already know what I'm doing.
Justin and Kathy will bring chips. Miss J will cook the beef. I'll grab the same cheese. Yeah. I have to get it before.
And your crock pot.
Yeah. I'll go today.
All
Okay.
right, after you.
Yeah.
Your crock.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Okay, there's one.
wait, jalapenos?
Jalapenos, Rainy, right? You're gonna bring a jar of jalapenos.
Okay.
Anything else you want in your nachos? But drinks.
What kind of cake do you like? What flavor? Chocolate. I give you money myself.
No, it's not what we want, it's what you want.
The Sam's Club.
I can get it. Yeah.
It's not about us, it's about you.
That's a Friday.
Yeah,
Just
would
get
still
it.
be good? Yeah, it'll be good. Put it in the fridge.
Tuxedo.
It's my birthday. That's my favorite.
It's my favorite too.
I told him, can you get the tuxedo?
Yes, it's my favorite too.
Okay, what about drinks?
Is
What
one
kind of
tuxedo
drinks?
enough for us if we slice it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind
Sliver.
of drinks?
Water.
Anything water and soda, I guess.
I'll bring.
I don't think so.
I can bring the water.
You don't drink soda?
Water's fine.
Yeah, how about like even the water like this big is good? I mean,
Uh,
or whatever water.
Okay. So
What else? One time we did this and someone chopped up cilantro, onion.
I know.
If someone wants to do that, you can. Yeah. But we could just make that. Movie theater style.
Okay, let's do answers.
Okay.
We'll ask them again before my next topic.
I was contributing to the conversation.
Okay, I always tell you to keep 2 decimal places or the hundredths place after the decimal point. Okay? However, for this topic, if we do that, that's just going to be 0.
Yeah.
So you can keep all the numbers or you can stop at the number after the zeros. But make sure you follow the rule of rounding off. 5 and up, you add 1. Is that clear? Temperature is the only one we keep up to the 10th place, and that's just my verbal order. Okay. Let us start. Start at the back. Thai, 6.75 milligrams to grams is? What happened to the point? Okay, 0.00675 or 0.007. If you only kept the number after the 0. Is that clear? Who got that one? Hands up. Be careful with the zeros, okay? Justin, 4.5 micrograms to grams is?
0.0045 grams. Wait.
Micrograms to grams. You see that?
Oh, I see.
Bam.
He's dead.
Show how many times overdose was that? Skipping 3 zeros. 1,000 times overdose. I know. And he's a senior now. Ouch! Yeah? Again, Justin, redeem yourself. Be careful. It's an MCG to grams.
So 5 zeros.
0 point and then?
0.0000045.
Okay. 0 point, he said 5 zeros and then 4 5, or 0 point and then 5 zeros and then a 5. Is that clear? Who got that one? Okay. Yeah. Calvin, 6 kilograms to grams is? 6,000 grams, as Rainy would say, one jump. Okay. Number 4, Ashley.
7,600.
Correct, 7,600 milligrams. Who got that one? Hands up. Okay. Number 5, Rainy.
0.004.
Correct. Do not forget your leading 0.004. Right, Justin? Okay. So I will mark you wrong because I'm training you to not have that mistake, especially on the PTCE. Okay. Do not forget your leading zeros. Drop the trailing 0. Who got 0.004? Okay. I'm moving on. Are you guys done up to 20?
No.
Oh,
I'll stop right there. Josh, are you done up to 20?
yes.
Okay, finish. Steve, Yami.
I'm already on 10. I'm
Have
trying
you
to be
said
extra
it?
careful.
Have you said it? Like, so give you the answer for number 7?
No, not yet. I'm waiting on everybody because I don't want to keep going and then you guys are not yet done.
Because you got distracted.
I paused at 5 because I was hoping that at least 5 you've done. Okay? Let me remind you again, we don't observe President's Day. So I will take that PTO. I need to take care of some stuff. So my estimate is we'll be done Friday before that. Okay. Because finals is on the 19th. Okay. If I have to take class, the tech duties class, I would, which means some of you taking math will have to be here as early as 8. As it gets closer, why tech duties goes the entire sequence. I'll let you know when. Right now we're still okay. My target today is to finish conversions of liquids up to that point. Okay? It's a target. Who's up to 10 now, at least? Up to 10, up to 10, done, up to 10. Hands up to 10. Okay, let's move on. Josh, number 6. 9 milligrams to micrograms. 9,000 micrograms. Do not put an extra 0. Drop the trailing 0. Do not forget the leading 0. It's a rule, okay, that we follow. Number 7, Kai. Correct. 5.6 milligrams is 5,600 micrograms. Number 8, Kathy. 0.5 grams. Number 9, Rainy. 5 grams. Do not do 5.0. Drop the trailing 0. Number 10, everyone. 6.75 grams is 6,750 milligrams. Okay, I'll pause again for 11 to 20. Okay, freshmen, stop copying your seatmates' work, huh? You should be practicing to do this on your own. Okay, you should be practicing to do this on your own. Okay, because during a test, you don't have help from your seatmates. How do you want to get ahead of me? Watch the videos. Okay. You cannot use your phone as a calculator, part of their orientation. Everybody should have a calculator. Okay. So, Fabian.
$1.50
Fabian.
at the Dollar Tree. 25, whatever.
I have my calculator. I did at home.
Okay. Do not forget that. You don't go to war without weapon. Yeah, so if it's a test there, you're gonna have to do long method. Part of PPS. So your scrubs at work carry a small calculator, a hand sanitizer, and a lotion, and a notepad, a small notebook, and something to you use to write for your notes. Okay.
A box cutter. Huh?
That's what keys are for.
Oh, box cutter. Yeah.
I know.
Right, you're right. That works too.
That works. A little lotion,
Sharpie.
because you always, Sharpie to X out your bottles, okay? Because you always wash your hands, especially if you're in a hospital, and your hands will dry. So, yeah, pen and a little notebook, notepad, a little notepad. Okay, next one. Number 11, Fabian.
0.506.
0.506. Do not forget the leading zero. 0 point. I will mark you wrong, freshman. Okay. 506, or you can keep 0.5. Okay. Number 12, Yami. 1,200. What? Milligrams. If it's just blank, put the units. You're lucky the units are there. Okay. 13, Steve. 4 million milligrams. Can you imagine? Back in the day, Steve would struggle doing this. Do you use this now? So the train worked for him. Yeah? Yeah.
Oh, you got it now.
Yeah, now you got it. But I will not recommend this right away. I'd like you to do ratio proportion because it's foolproof. But I'm not going to stop Steve now that he's getting it right. Okay? And you know what? He attended tutoring.
I love to see it, Steve.
Yeah. And in tutoring is when he learned it, not during class, because I stopped teaching this in class. It depends on your group. That's why I try to record important topics based on the class, because you have different questions in the other groups. Okay. Number 14, back to you, Yami. 2.4, what? Grams. Do not give me a question mark at the end. Have conviction on your answer. Number 15, Rainy. 3.56 kilograms. If you notice, I take my time on this topic because it's a really, really, really very dangerous conversion. It may just be a conversion, but this is 1,000 times overdose or 1,000 times underdose. So be careful. Use this foolproof. Yeah. If there needs to be 3 steps, make it 3 steps. Yeah. Until you get this. Okay. Number 16, Kathy. 0.4 kilograms. Do not forget the leading zero. Number 17, Kai. Correct. 0.00234 milligrams or 0.002. Ty, number 18. 0 point, and then how many zeros? 5, and then a 7, and an 8. Or if you want to keep it, just do 8. Because it's 5 and up. Ashley, number 19. 0.0000577. Correct. 0 point, and then 5 zeros, either 577 or 6. Okay. And number 20, everyone, 6 grams to milligrams is 2,000 what? Milligrams. Good job. If you haven't gotten a homework copy, it's right there on the desk, okay? There's a homework for the conversion train. Can somebody erase the board?
I got you.
Thank you. Okay, next topic is milligrams to grains. Another confusing topic. That's why the video title today is Dangerous Pharmacy Calculations. Like dangerous. E.
So for number 19, I got it, but you have 7.
No, because it's given. So you just cut it off here, make it a 6. Thank you, Fabian. Let's discuss for finalize that nacho bar on Friday, because I know you can't pay attention to both of us. What have we finalized?
We need.
We should write it down.
It's over there. Look, I put it over there. We need plates and forks.
Okay, so this is Miss J's idea. There used to be a mirror here where it says, "Will you hire me?" Okay, and then you look, so you can look at yourself. You look better. Sloppy.
Read it, Rainy. Rainy, read whatever.
We decided this was Miss J's idea to have this to remind you before you get out what's gonna happen. So now I know, you know, Rainy's birthday is what we're gonna celebrate on Friday. Nacho party. Rainy, can you check?
Yeah, nacho party, this else bring in cheese, crackers, pot, and cake.
I'm gonna pour the cheese in the cup.
Miss J is bringing meat, I'll bring jalapenos, Kathy's bringing the chips, Justin's bringing the chips, Fabian's bringing water, plates, and forks.
Yeah, we're gonna get
Forks.
cake for Rainy.
How many
this year.
waters should I bring?
Enough for the class.
Like two.
We're gonna get the tuxedo cake for Rainy.
I'm bringing sour cream.
Okay.
Oh, sour cream, good job.
Sour cream.
Good call. Yeah, forgot about that. I
Plates.
love sour
We
cream.
definitely need plates. Someone bring plates.
Plates.
I could bring plates instead of the chips.
No, just bring chips.
Yeah.
Calvin will bring
Double
plates.
the chips.
Yeah.
Double the
No,
chips, double
we
the
need
fun.
chips. We need chips.
We need
Like-
chips.
Yeah.
It's a nacho party.
Nachos without
Like
chips.
two chips each.
2 weeks. Or
Fabian's gonna bring water. You said water, a case of water. A lot of you don't do soda anyway. That's
it.
good.
Yeah, if we forget say sorry, you be like,
Can you
nah.
put your name over there where it says plates?
Whose plates, Calvin?
The marker is magnetic. It can stay on the door.
Oh, cool.
I didn't even see
Oh, I didn't see it.
She's so smart.
Don't steal it.
Ooh, kidding.
Okay, we need forks. Well,
Forks.
we don't need forks.
Ashley,
Okay,
forks.
Ashley, put Ashley
I
back
know
there.
it's so hard for you guys to pay attention because you were doing this.
What else comes on?
Joe, if you want soda, you're gonna buy your own soda from the vending machine. Okay, unless somebody will bring soda.
Guac.
But someone else-
Wow. Who's bringing guac?
It could be pre-made.
Oh my goodness! Okay, she's not committing. She's gonna try. Okay.
Okay, just try. We won't write it down. If you can.
Yeah, because it depends on her mom. If she has time or not.
I can make it too, but I don't want.
I would make it, but I'm sorry.
Make-
Calvin, I'll put sour cream for time. Thank you. Beans. Does anyone like to bring beans?
I don't like beans.
What kind of beans?
I
Chili beans
love
or
beans.
Yes,
chili beans?
Refried beans?
Oh, chili beans.
Yes, in the yellow can.
Brady said chili beans. Refried.
Oh, chili.
Remember, any reason for us to eat and eat in the classroom.
Who's bringing cheese?
Myself.
Me. I'm putting it in a crock
She
pot.
warms up in the crock pot. It's so good. I know, if you guys
We
want-
fed the entire campus last time, right?
Yeah, there's something.
So-
We gotta do those again.
Bless you. Okay, we good?
I think
Yeah.
so.
Okay. Soda, bring your own soda because we only have water. And good job to you guys. A lot of you I know don't drink
Probably I
soda.
think like 125 case of water.
Okay.
Perfect. Awesome. Thank you. Okay, let's continue. Thank you for erasing the board. So our next topic is milligrams to grains. A couple of reminders again. Miss Ella is always full of reminders. Huh? Yes. Oh, there's Steve. All these reminders will show up on your board exam.
Reminders.
And we do this in practice. That's why I gave you the TJC. TJCs do not use this. Okay? We're doing the abbreviations for us. Okay, but you know the rules. Some reminders. GR stands for grains. It's not the same as grams. Okay? Grams can be abbreviated again as capital G, lowercase g, capital GM, lowercase gm. Is that clear? Okay, one more thing. Okay, grains, just like ounce, we usually use Roman numerals. So it's very common to see, say for example, 6 grains. You know how we write 6 milligrams? When it comes to grains, it becomes GR first and then V. This is a symbol for ounce. It's the same way. So if you want 4 ounces, this is how it will look like. Are you following? History. You know who's a Libra here? Okay. You know your symbol, right? The Libra, the weighing scale. Back in the day, we use those to measure drugs, and we have to have a reference. Okay. So I looked it up. What grain was that? Why did we start using it? Because we're measuring powders, we're measuring drugs, right? There has to be a reference for us to come up with a unit, okay? Apparently, based on history, it's a grain of barley that they use to measure and make this conversion.
How does that look?
Yeah. This is the reason why we have different conversions for milligrams to grains. Because a grain, just like a grain of rice, a grain of barley, will have different sizes. Yeah? This is the one you use for beer, for alcohol. Barley.
You make a beef soup.
Beef barley soup. Okay. So they have different sizes. You know, rice has long grain, right? And so there was no exact conversion. That's why you will see a couple of conversions. There's going to be 3 conversions. And that's why this is dangerous and confusing for a bit. Okay? 1 grain, GR, is equivalent to 60 milligrams.
Oh, yeah.
But 1 grain can also be equivalent to 65 milligrams. Yeah? Why? This is a whole number based on the exact measurement, 64.8 mg. You round it up to a whole number. Confusing, right? Miss L, which one do we use? And here's how you know which one to use. On the PTCE, it can be specific. The moment you see nitroglycerin, you use this. Because the nitroglycerin will have 1 grain is to 60 milligrams. Phenobarbital sometimes is 64.8 or 65. Phenobarbital. You following? And grains can be in fractions too. So half a grain of nitroglycerin will be, there you go. Are you following? Okay. Nitroglycerin is for what? Chest pain, angina. Yeah. How do we take nitroglycerin? Under the tongue if it's sublingual. Okay. And then what are the rules? They show up on the PTCE. You have chest pain, you place 1 under the tongue, you wait 15 minutes and then another dose, and then how many max? 3. But on your 3rd one, you should be, you gotta call 911. You remember this song. Okay, call 911. However, it's a case-to-case basis. Miss J's dad on nitroglycerin, and we were talking about it. He said, what my doctor told me was after I take the first dose, go to the hospital or call the ER. Okay? But if it's a test, as a general rule, max 3 doses, sublingual nitroglycerin. Okay? Abbreviation for sublingual? SL. What does sublingual mean for the freshmen? Ooh. Place under the tongue, correct. Sublingual tablets. Do sublingual tablets work faster than regular tablets? Yes. Okay. How fast on the average for nitroglycerin? 12 minutes. Okay. So when we used to have a mirror right there, I tell the students, go in front of the mirror, lift your tongue up and tell me what you see under your tongue.
Veins.
A lot of veins. That's why they work faster. Okay? The sublingual work faster. The innervations under your tongue absorb the drug right away. Okay? So if it's sublingual, place it sublingual. Don't swallow it, because if you swallow it, No. Pharmacokinetics.
It's not gonna work.
Yeah, it'll take longer. It'll take about an hour because you'll have to go through absorption, distribution, metabolism, excretion, right? Remember that. We'll go back to that in pharmacology. So you remember this. On your paper, though, I was specific. I put in here 1 grain is 60 milligrams. Okay, which means if there's an instruction on the test, PTCE finals or quiz, what do you follow? What it says. That's a test you're taking. You'll be graded based on that. If there's no instruction, what do you follow? My verbal order. Is that clear? Okay. But the test will always be the instruction you follow. Okay. 9 grains. 2 milligrams. Okay. Foolproof, I said, do not multiply, do not divide. We will use this. We will pretend that all prescriptions are of nitroglycerin. Okay, 9 grains. So we use ratio and proportion. What do we use? 1 grain is to 60 milligrams. What do I use on the other side? Where do I put 9 grains? At the top. 9 grains is to XMG. Foolproof. By just setting that up, you just validated that you have to multiply. There you go. That's why I said it's foolproof. And that is
40 milligrams.
dimensional analysis would go like this. 9 grains. What is it? 1 grain is to 60 mg. You just validated again that you have to multiply and not divide. Clear? Okay. Let's do some in-class work. No homework for this topic, though.
Okay.
We got one more topic. Hopefully I could finish that. Oh, no. I don't think so. It's 11:26.
Wow, I'm fine.
Already?
Which means on Friday, we will do household to metric conversion of liquid, then quiz. So if you're a freshman, household to metric conversion of liquids, meaning ounce, teaspoon, ml, tablespoonful conversion. Okay? That means that will be my topic on Friday. And then after that, quiz on that Friday. You know how if that's my topic, I just leave the board? Maybe I'll be in that mood. Who knows? Yeah. But freshmen, there's no excuse. Okay? There's no excuse. Anyone who doesn't have the grains to milligrams, I have extras here. What I'm going to do so you can practice. And while you watch the videos, you can actually answer. Okay? I'll give you the in-class for household to metric, as well as the homework. Just for us to buy time. Okay? In-class. Again, topic on Friday, household to metric, conversion of a volume. So that will be your ounce, teaspoon, tablespoonful. Okay. We're passing around one in class and one homework for liquid conversions. I know. So follow your doctor's orders, but as a general rule, that's the nitroglycerin order that we follow. Okay? We're still gonna finish the grains to milligrams and milligrams to grains answer, okay? You may get ahead of me by doing the household to metric volume conversion at home. Unless you do this fast, then I can continue. I really like her sign.
Makes me want a margarita then.
Yeah. I wish we could put it by the door, right? But there's no outlet. Really, you did really good on this.
An impulse buy. I was just scrolling. I was like, I'm buying it.
Yeah.
He really wants me to go eat at a Mexican restaurant.
Right? It's like the margarita neon sign.
Where should I go? Oh,
Where?
oh, there.
How far is that? We should go.
Yeah.
Miss J doesn't want to go to that site. Maryland.
I know. I don't want to go to Maryland.
There's one in.
I think there's too far.
Yeah.
But,
What is the
Oh, there's
name?
one on the but that's
there's a G.
La Mojara.
La.
Mojara Loca.
The one on Maryland, their drink selection.
Do they have sugar free?
I don't know.
La Mojara Loca.
Oh, the molcajete.
Oh. Hey, our-
Do you want to walk to the truck instead of doing all you can eat? You want to try that food truck?
I
No.
kind of want my rolls.
Your rolls. Ooh, okay.
Oh yeah, that place. I've seen it.
I barely touched my food yesterday because of Alex. I had to put it away. I just can't. Your dad said you didn't touch it. I said, how could you? I know.
She texted me this morning.
She did? Good. I didn't know there was a service like that. Her dad said that. Designated driver. So a person will come and drive your car and you as well.
What? My dad said?
Her dad.
Oh.
'Cause no one can pick her up. So
So that's how she got her car.
that's how she got.
So what is that? What website or what?
I don't know. I'll have to ask her. It was the first time she tried it yesterday.
Cool.
I know, right? So you don't have to leave your
I
car.
always have to pay them.
I think so too. Ways, right? I mean, if you think about it, you're gonna have to do that too to pick up your car. It's not a safe area, so I told her. Well, I talked to your dad. He said, "Oh, there's security up to 10 p.m., but it's not." I said, "These mesh cars here in the daytime." That's why I had my car towed. Like, there's no way. Even if you put it in your front.
How long did she wait for that person?
Well, she was coordinating everything, trying to find like somebody close to her, but everybody said no. Until her dad said that, but the driver came fast. Yeah. I said, just stay here. Don't stay outside to wait.
How does the driver get it?
I think the driver has to Uber. That's why it's double
That's a
the.
lot of money.
I know it's gonna be double the price, which is what she wanted her parents to do. So can you just Uber here? And so it's the same. I think it adds up the same. Who's up to 10? Hands up. Up to 10, up to 10, up to 10 at least. Okay. Nine grains is on the board. 540 milligrams. Number 2, 20 grains. Yummy. 1,200 milligrams. Correct. Number 3, Fabian.
Not what I was really confident with this one, but my guess will be 1,006 milligrams.
We're done with the milligrams, micrograms, huh? This is a new topic, new
Yeah.
conversion. Okay, I'll get back to you. Number 4, Kai. 0.7 grains or 0.67 grains. If you want to picture that, that's 2/3 of a grain. Yeah. 1/3 is 0.33. 2/3 is 0.67. 0.5 is 1/2. Okay. 1/4 is 0.25. 3/4 is 0.75. You following? Yes. It's just easier when we can picture something. So picture a grain, cut it in 3, but that's a 2/3 side. 0.67 or 0.67 is a better answer. Number 5, Josh. Correct. 450 milligrams. Number 6, Rainy.
1,200 milligrams.
Correct. Number 7, Kathy.
0.33.
Correct. Do not forget your leading 0.33 grains. Number 8, Steve. 0.25 grains. If you are to picture that, how does that look like in fraction? 1/4 or 1/4 of a grain. Good job. Number 9, Cheston. 390 milligrams. Number 10, Calvin. Oop, oop. Ty's favorite. IX would be 9. What's SS? Came from the Latin word semis, 0.5. So this is 9.5 grains before you could convert it to milligrams. Do it again, Calvin. Number 2, do I have an answer, Fabian?
No, I'm still working on it.
Oh, I mean number 3 for you.
No, I'm still working on that. Yeah.
You see how Steve went from frustrated to submitting it first? It's not how you started. It's how you finish.
I call you Stevie.
Stevie Gonzalez. Justin.
You said Calvin was wrong on number 10, 570.
Oh, did he say 570? That's correct. I didn't hear.
I got my answer for 2.
Okay, for number 3, Fabian will answer.
4.33.
Correct, 4.33. Again, my verbal order is keep all up to 2 decimal places except for temperature, 1 decimal place, and except for the milligrams, grams, kilograms, micrograms, and then here, back to 2 decimal places. Okay, who got 1 to 10 correct? Hands up. Okay, Ty, 11.
So wait, what was 10 then?
Number 11.
570. Okay.
Number 10, Calvin, 570. I heard 5 something else. That's why I was waiting. Number 10 is 570. Number 11. You just said 6, so I'm waiting. 6 grains. Number 12, Calvin again. 2 grains, correct. Good job. Number 13, Ashley. Okay. You want me to show you a trick?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Somebody erase the board, please. One tip I can tell you. When you see a fraction and you're struggling with fraction, always remember you can change fraction into a decimal. That's the first step. Okay, so you're not lost. Thank you, Yami. Okay. That's why I said 0.67. If you want to picture that, that's 2/3 of a grain. So let's start. Number 13 would be 1/120th of a grain equals blank mg. The first step is for you to change the fraction into a decimal. So 1 divided by 120 is, give me an answer first for this one, Ashley. 1 divided by 120 is? This is still grains. You have to remember that's the important part. You haven't done the conversion process. You only changed a fraction into a decimal at this point. Now you can do your ratio proportion or your dimensional analysis. So what do we do? 1 grain is 60 mg. As to, what do I put here on the numerator?
0.008 grams.
There you go. Very good. Next step.
0.40.
0.48, or if we're gonna make it 10th place, 0.5, which is half a grain. If you're gonna think about it, this is 120. Okay? This is 60. 0.5, half a grain. Remember, 1 grain is 60 mg.
Oh, I.
So if you divide it by 120, it becomes half of it, half a grain. Get it? So always remember, when you see fractions and you're struggling, try converting it into a decimal. Might be easier for you to understand, okay? That's a tip, a trick, whatever you may call it. Quarter of a grain. What do you convert that to into a decimal? 0.25 grains before you move on, okay? And the answer, Justin, since you started it,
15 milligrams.
15 milligrams, because it's 60. You divide that by 4, which is a quarter each portion, is 15. Okay. Number 15. Kathy.
0.67 grams.
Correct. 6.67 grains. What's CD?
4.
Just so you know, in real life, you will not see Roman numeral next to a milligram. You will see this in ounce. You will see this in grains. Okay. So this is just the test. 6.67. Okay. Number 16. Back to you, Ty.
What number?
16.
0.2?
What? 0.2 grains. Good job for not forgetting the leading zeros and dropping the trailing zeros. XII Ty is?
12.
Good job. What's IV?
4.
What's VI? Hey! Look at that. Okay. 3/4 of a grain, Calvin. 2 milligrams. Number 17.
45 milligrams.
Correct. So if we are to convert the 3/4 into a decimal, what is that? A whole is 1. Half is 0.5. What's 3/4?
Of a dollar. Right, so.
That's good analysis. $1. Think $1. Divide $1 into 4. That's a quarter. You will need this on alligation. You got to be strong in decimals and percentages. So it's what? 3/4 is, what is that? 0.75. There's 3.25 cents in $1. So what is that? 75. Good job, Justin, for helping out like that. Okay? So that is 0.75 before you convert that to a milligrams. Okay? Number 18, Kai. Good job. 0.4 milligrams. Number 19, Fabian.
No, I haven't got yet.
I'll get back to you. Number 20, Yami.
2.5 grams. Grains.
Grams is not the same as grains, okay? GR is grains, grams is GM or G. Okay, 150 milligrams is 2.5 grains. We'll wait for Fabian for number 19. 17 would be 45 mg. We're waiting on 19. I will start the topic household to metric since we have a few minutes, just the conversions part, okay? So that you can work on it at home. And when we come back on Friday, it's going to be faster for us to understand the topic. Basic math. 1 is the same as 100% because that's the whole. Okay, like Justin said, $1. Okay. So half would be Convert that to decimal, that's 0.5.
I got the answer for sure.
Hang on. A quarter would be 25%. Are you following? So this will be 0.25 or your 25 cents. So 3/4 would be 75% or in decimal 0.75. So what is this in decimal? 1.0 if you want. We should not use that. Is that clear? This is the foundation of alligation. You gotta remember every number can be converted into a fraction, a decimal, or a percentage. Okay, Fabian, number 19.
1.73
1.73 what?
gram. Three.
1.73 what?
Grains.
Grains. Remember the grain of barley? The grain of barley. Okay. Just conversions. Household to metric. You should have both in class and homework. Okay. Household to metric conversion of liquid. Why? Why do we need this? Because we have drugs in liquid form. Give me examples of drugs in liquid form. Those who did compounding with me.
Elixir.
Elixir. That's a hydroalcoholic solution. Alcohol and water. Good job. Syrup. That's water and sugar. I heard suspension. That's when the powders settle at the bottom. So you should have a, what label? Shake well. These things show up on the PTCE. Okay. What about a liquid form that's one phase only? Solution. Very good. So remember the elixirs and the suspension. Of course, we have oral and we have injectable version of the solution.
What was the answer to 19?
19th is 1.73
Grains.
grains. Okay.
I mix up with greens and grains.
No, C is 100. IV is 4. Ty, can you teach Steve what C and IV is? C is 100. Remember century? There's 100 years in a century. That's how we remember C. IV is you can kill somebody with your IV. And number 4 is the number of death for the Chinese. Okay. Household to metric. Okay. You want to know this conversion. Anything that you use at home is your household measurement. So what are those? Cups, glass, ounce, right? Quart, okay? Pint. These are all household measurements, okay? And then metric would be ml. We forgot 2 household, teaspoon and tablespoonful. Okay? Back in the day, we would just say take 1 teaspoon. Now we don't do that anymore because it's not accurate. A mom or the caregiver will just get a teaspoon from the drawer in the kitchen. Some teaspoons are shallow, some teaspoons are deep. It's not accurate. So we give them a measuring cup, or the actual manufacturer provides a measuring cup so that we can get accurate measurements. Or we give them oral syringes. Okay? A couple of major conversions. 1 ounce is 30 ml, but to be exact, this is 29.57 ml. That's why your water bottles are not exactly 30 ml conversion. Okay? 1 ounce, OZ. Okay? 1 teaspoon is 5 ml, and 1 tablespoonful is 15 ml. I'll expound this more on Friday, because we're running out of time. Abbreviations, reminders, what you need to remember. Any questions? No questions? Yes, you have to do your in-class work already, as well as your homework for household to metric. That's due on Friday, so that we can have more time to eat. Yeah, and we can actually do this faster, and we can still have our quiz, and that's out of the way. Freshmen, sometimes, or most of the time, I only have 1 quiz, which is this one.
So in math, it's just one grade.
You want to have more quizzes, we try, but sometimes because of the schedule, I don't get to give another quiz. Okay, so you want to do good on this one. Okay?
So that is just
Because you're that guy.
so in this quiz, you have to use this formula, or
The quiz is from the beginning of math that you've learned up to this topic, conversions. Everything, okay? Because we're going to do a pharmacy math specific topic, like another one day supply and quantity to be dispensed, which you've been practicing. And that's when I'm going to tie it to our tech, pharmacy tech duties class. That's why you got your prescriptions. The doctor handwriting that you got this morning, we're going to tie it to that class. Okay? Any questions? Okay. Happy hump day. Quiz on Friday.